Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to have this tutorial with the chapter 9 regards to the which is the transport layer. So before we start, I have the brief introduction and then welcome to the introduction of the chapter 9 transport layer. So the processes described in the OSI transport layer accept data from the application layer and prepare it on for addressing at the network layer. So at this moment, having the transport layer is also use the addressing scheme, and having the another process with the transportation of the data or the message using the transport layer and the data from application. So in addition, it verify all the segments arrived, so it knows or know what is the segments or packets be delivered successfully. Then when thinking about the transport layer, think of shipping department preparing a single order of multiple package for delivery. So for example, you have a best example is this: the online shops having multiple orders with a similar shop. So only shop can be deliver multiple package or multiple orders at the same time. It is the one of the part of the transport layer in the networking. So let's go. The transport layer has its transport layer protocol, also the TCP and the UDP. So first thing first, we have the what we called role of the transport layer, enabling application on devices to communicate. So as you can see in the pictures, we have here the devices used: the iPhone, the smartphone, computer, etc. So it is considered that transportation of data could be used, or transportation of message could be used by the transport layer. In addition, you can transport message even though you have same device, or even it is not same device, but it uses the same standards of the networks. So we have here the layers: the application layer, the transport layer, and it's symbolized as the TCP IP model. And the transport layer moves between application on the device to network. So application on the source host, application on destination host. This is without regardless to the destination host type, the type of media over which the data must travel. So it also depends on the intermediate media type or the media connection used of the transferring of the data. So if you use fiber optic, there's a higher chance that your data will be transferred in a more speed. Then next one, you have here the what we call transport layer reliability. So as you can see, we have the application also transport the internet and the internet access. IP is concerned only with the structure, addressing and routing of packets. So as you can see here, from the FTP transferred it using the communication or the type of communication, with the HTTP using the network, www, and the SMTP using the email, also the DNS, domain name service, and it could be transferred in TCP form or into UDP form, and it is as quite similar with that type of connection, and it is runnable by a IP address. That IP address could be considered in a LAN connection and also in a WAN connection. So here, the write transport layer protocol for the write application. So I have here the UDP and what we call the TCP. Example of the UDP is the IP telephone and streaming live video. So from the UTP, you can transfer most percentage of transfer rate with the voice message, videos and images. And for the TCP, SMTP using the email or the web browser, HTTP or the hypertext protocol. Then the UDP requires the fast, low overhead, does not require acknowledgement, does not resend lost data, and delivers data as it arrives. So, and for the TCP, it is reliable, acknowledge, resends loss, and delivers data in sequence order. So, as you can see, using the UDP, it is more reliable of transferring the data or transferring data at a time. Then you should consider the right option of transferring your data in order to make it more reliable and transfer it more better and fast with its better performance and better quality. So in other cases, an application can tolerate some data loss during transmission over the network. So is it possible that having data loss while transferring? It is because of one of the major factors that affects that is the filtering. So and also the mismatch of the IP address used, so the data will not deliver on its destination host. So for example, if one of the two segments of a live video stream fail to arrive, it creates a momentary disruption in the stream. So as usual in our streaming community, if you notice that the signals from the signal interruption, if the signals if the signal suddens weak, then the transmission of the stream will be delayed, or also can affect the transmission of the images or stream, so it affects its performance. So let's go for the activity. Here's our first activity. So we need to identify which is the TCP or the UDP method and these categories or characteristics. So first, session establishment considers as delivery method of TCP because considered using a wireless. Then also flow control as the same as the flow control because of the control of the data sent or from the sender and the destination host. And we have the order delivery from the word delivery or the order delivery, the transmission of the delivery options. Then we have guarantee the delivery. So you ordered, then it is guaranteed that will deliver you your package or your data in a specific time given. Then also we have the sequence message segments because it part of the segments message is divided into segments, so it's part of the CCP. So the other was the connectionless, it is the UDP. No order delivery, less overhead, fast transmission requirements. So it is classified as UDP because it is not belong to the TCP. TCP is more TCP is reliable both as reliable but in the UDP it is more faster. So let's check. So you can see it's all correct. So let's find another activity. So here's our another activity. So three-way handshake of TCP establishment. We have the what we call the acknowledge and the SYN. So let's drag it down. It is the SYN acknowledgement. It should be received, and the acknowledgement. Then this on SYN should be SYN acknowledgement, and then acknowledgement is the part of the figure 1. Then to the figure 2, as I know, it is a fin. Then the send is an acknowledgement. Sender is almost percentage of the acknowledgement. Then